everyone, so today I wanted to do a Jeffree Star Lip Ammunition video. So this video is going to be on swatches and lip swatches as well, so pray for my lips, on my collection of Jeffree Star lipsticks. So these are the more traditional format ones, and I've got ones from the different sort of ranges. Sadly I haven't got any of his newest summer collection ones, which I'm sad about, but I do have a lot of different ones, and I've got 12 here, and I've sort of arranged them in colour order, so starting from the back, from sort of the lightest going along to probably the darkest here into like a sort of deep red, I would say. So this might be, it's probably going to be a two-part video, so I might do the first 6 lightest sort of more nude colours and glittery ones at the back in this video, and I'll probably do a second part where I do the front row, which is slightly more darker, almost orangey reds, those sort of shades, and like hot pinks and stuff like that. So let's get started. So the first one we've got here is Alien Tears, and I think this was from a winter collection. I'm not going to be able to remember what year it was. I don't know if it was the year just gone, but yeah, this is Alien Tears. Which way up is that? Alien Tears. The packaging of this one's absolutely beautiful, and these ones are scented. I think it's meant to be some sort of vanilla scent. It does smell really good, and so it looks like this. I have worn these before. There's actually a little bit of lipstick residue on this one where I've sort of layered it with other lipsticks. So let's swatch this one first. So on the hand, now with this one I will say it's a little bit fragile, so it sort of does bend a little bit, so you've got to be a bit careful with it. So on the hand, it's almost got sort of like a pink sheen to it, so it's quite like iridescent, which I think is quite pretty. Captures the light really nicely. So let's try it on just on the lips with nothing else on. Okay. So that's what it looks like on the lips with nothing else. It is quite a creamy formula actually, that's a nice one. There's ones that we'll get to later on which I find a little bit drier, so I'm going to be like brutally honest in this video. But obviously I do love these lipsticks, hence why I've got like quite a few. I do really love them, but some of the formulas are different, and I'll just, you know, be transparent about that. But yeah, I really like this one. Like I said, it's got a bit of a pink sheen to it. You can wear them with other lipsticks. I think mixing them with other lip ammos, so like to lighten a colour, this would be a good idea for this one. And you can wear them on top of like the liquid lipsticks, but sometimes I worry it makes the liquid lipsticks not last as long, and it can also like almost scrape it off a little bit if you're not careful. But this is a really nice one, nice creamy formula. So that's Alien Tears. And it looks like that. So I'm just going to wipe this one off, and we'll move on to the next one. So the next one we have is Champagne Tears. So this is obviously very similar to the last one, but slightly darker, so more of a champagne-y colour. This has got really nice packaging, so I love the glittery pink. Champagne Tears at the bottom there. And you can see, so it does look similar. So this also looks like I've used lipstick with it before. It's got a bit of pink there. And like I said, it's just a champagne-y colour. Now this one, I'll swatch it on my hand, is a lot grittier. So it slightly has a pink tint, but I was going to say this is probably my least favourite of all of them. I like the glitter, I really like Alien Tears, but this is just kind of the worst version of Alien Tears, I'm being brutally honest. I just find it a little bit dry and a bit like sandpapery to put on. So that's that on the hand, so let's pop this one on now. It is a lot harder to put on, and I think because the glitter as well is a bit chunkier. Almost feels like you're exfoliating your lips with it a bit. Okay, got glitter all over my face now. So it does look very similar to the last one, but you do get like chunkier glitter bits. So personally, it's not my favourite one. I have kept it, but I don't know if I'll use it as much. I think in terms of colour, compared to the last one, I think it has got a slight more colour. I think it looks pretty good on, but I'd be a bit wary using it with other lipsticks again, because I think it's going to rub it off a lot more. So actually just on its own, I do wear it, and I do like it like this. So there's that one, so that's Champagne Tears. You can see the glitter chunks a lot more. glitter all over my face. In terms of staying power, these are quite good. Not as good as the liquid lipsticks, but it is, you know, a standard lipstick, so you can only expect so much. But they are still pretty good. And they are quite challenging to get off. As we get into the darker colours, we'll probably find that out. Okay, that's mostly off. Dry my lips. So the third one we've got is Beam Me Up, and this is one of my personal favourites. So this is also from that sort of wintry collection. Yeah, it has that slight like vanilla scent now. It's starting to smell a little bit old, so you're not noticing that scent as much. But this one is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Just love looking at this one, the way it catches the light. So this is similar to the other two in that it has that, you know, that glitter effect. But this is obviously a lot more gold, so that's really nice. So let's do a little hand swatch. I'm going to do one over this side. So there we go, look at that. Really catches the light, so it's got more of a gold and pink shift to it. And it's also a lot smoother. So I really love this one. This is a really good summery colour as well. I took this with me when I went on holiday like a couple of months ago. It's perfect on holiday, it's really nice. And the good thing about these ones is that they're a bit more natural, easy to apply, nice and smooth. And also you have to be like super careful with it, as obviously as you get with darker colours you have to be more careful with application. These you can sort of slap them on a bit more and they're all good. So there's that one. Just trying to show how it catches the light. So that's definitely one of my favourites. Absolutely love this one. Just a really nice sort of, I don't know, just like gold summery colour. Gold and pink goes so well. Love that one. So that's Beam Me Up. Okay, so next up we have one of the silver, the chrome edition ones. And so I want to say this was a summer last year edition, but again, I don't want to like tie myself down to that, but this is a chrome edition, and this is Birkin Suede. Okay, and this is probably one of the lightest nudes I think Jeffree has done. So it looks like this. It's very, very light. So make sure I've got all the last one off. Turn that off. Okay, so let's swatch this one on my hand. Now, if you just look at the way it sort of swipes on, it is very like one swipe coverage. It's very thick. But it does have, because it's matte as well, the formula can look a bit strange. I've heard people complain before that it can look like a little bit bobbly or whatever. But I think when it's on the lips and you just smooth it out, it's not too bad. This is going to be very close to my lip colour, and this is actually one where you have to be careful putting it on. So I'm going to try and carefully put this on now. And with this one you do need to exfoliate your lips. I haven't done that, so it is going to hang in creases a little bit more. Okay, so we can see it already. It's really quite light, so it actually looks a bit darker on the hand, and I think it does get a little bit darker as it almost dries a little bit. They never fully dry, which is nice, but it does get a little bit darker after some time. So you can see where my lips are a tiny bit dry, it is kind of clinging to that a little bit. But with this one, I find it really good just to like use your finger afterwards and sort of smooth it out. Especially near the top where it can sort of sit a little bit strange. You just sort of smooth it out a bit, it can like slightly make a difference. So I think that's quite a cute one. I don't wear this one very often, I think because it is a very pale look. You know, I don't think that's going to be the best for darker skin tones. I mean, I'm quite pale, so any like darker than me, I'm not sure if that's even going to look that good because it's just so pale. For me, it's a little bit darker than my lip colour, so I think I can get away with it. But any darker skin tones, it might not be, you know, sort of, you might want to get a darker nude, and there are some darker nudes that we'll have a look at. But yes, there's that one. So once again, that was Birkin Suede, so probably one of the lightest nudes. It is quite nice. The formula is very thick, so it's a little bit harder to apply. So it's not one of my faves either, but it does look quite good, and if you just sort of smooth it over, you can get a pretty good look from that. In terms of removing it, you can see I'm sort of swiping over once, and they do remove quite well with just like a basic makeup wipe, or I'm assuming you can use like, you know, micellar water or anything like that to remove them. So they do stay on quite well, and they're also easy to remove, which is nice. It makes this video much less hassle. I do want to do a video with the liquid lipsticks, but I'm a little bit scared about, you know, removing those. Okay. My lips are definitely starting to hate me. My lips look progressively drier than they originally did. Okay, let's move on. So we'll just do two more of these nude collection types. So this one's Skin Tight. So this is also available in the liquid lipsticks. And this is also of the Chrome collection. So this is slightly more, I'd say, of a pinky nude. So it looks like this. And I'll swatch that on my hand. Okay, so this is a lot more pinky. So if I'll do a swatch of the last one next to it as well, just to sort of compare. So you can see Birkin Suede, which was that very nude one we just did, is slightly more orangey, and this one's a lot more pink. Okay, so Skin Tight is a lot more of a pink one, both very matte. And I think I do really like this one, so I'm gonna try this out now. Okay, and my lips, it's like all the liquid is drained out of them from like wiping them and stuff. So there's that one, so that's Skin Tight. So that is a really nice nude. I do like the sort of pink tone to it, because obviously a lot of lips are naturally quite pink, and that's just a little bit darker than the last one, and I think it just looks really good. Again, it's going to look a little bit worse than it would normally because my lips have become a bit dry just from swatching a few of these, but you could also smooth it out. And if you exfoliate your lips as well, you're not going to have any like it settling in the cracks too much. So this is a really nice one. Definitely a nice pink tone to it, so I really like this one. So let's wipe that off. So that, once again, was Skin Tight. And we have just one more after this, and then I'll do a second part if you're interested in the darker colours that I've got. So darkers, like I said, will be more hot pinks, deep pinks, reds, sort of orangey reds, that sort of stuff. Okay, so this is getting a little bit harder to take off actually, so this probably has, you know, quite good staying power. Okay. My lips are so dry. All right. So the last one we have is Beauty Pageant, and this is another of the glittery ones. So this is more of the traditional ongoing collection, and as you can see, it's a stunning hot pink in the glittery. Now the reason I've put it quite like with the more nude colours is because even though it looks like a hot pink and it looks quite dark, because it's glittery, it comes up more like a glittery gloss sort of shade, so it's not really like highly pigmented, which is nice. So this is one of the first ones I got. I love this one, so let's do a hand swatch. Okay, so that's really nice. So you can really see all the glitter in there. Again, like Champagne Tears, it's quite chunky glitter, which some people won't like as much. And you can feel it's a little bit more grainy than, for example, Alien Tears, which is a lot smoother. But it's also got that pink sheen to it, which is nice. So I'm going to try this one on now. And this is buildable, so if you want more colour or more glitter, you can go over it a little bit. But there we go. So I really like this one. I think it is kind of quite everyday because of the pink. It's not too overpowering, it's not too bright. And the glitter is just quite nice, it's quite girly. I really personally like that. It is quite smooth. I found like, I don't know if it's because I haven't particularly used these ones for like a little while. Because I have a lot of lipsticks, so I'm switching between them all. But I think sometimes if you don't use them for like, maybe even a week or two, the top can get a little bit dry. But if you just sort of warm it up again, and then you'll be all good to go. It's probably just to do with the formula. But that actually was pretty smooth to put on. So yeah. So if I catch the light, you can really see the glitter. Like I said, it's quite chunky, but it's definitely like little smaller specks in as well. So yeah, I really like this one. So that's all of them. So that's, well, all of the first 6 at the back here. So we had a lot of glittery ones and then a couple of nudes. So if you'd like to see the next half, so I'll release a part 2 of the Jeffree Star Lip Ammos, please subscribe to see that. I like to post like makeup videos quite a lot. I also do unboxings and toy videos, so do subscribe if you want to see more of that stuff. And please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this today and found this helpful. Do you own any Jeffree Star lipsticks? Would you also like me to see, would you like to see me do the velour liquid lipsticks as well? Because I can definitely do that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!